welcome to STORYHIVE On Location in Victoria with beats, eats, and more! My name is Cassie, I'm the host of the show. We're broadcasting right now on the unceded ancestral lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples. Much love, gratitude, and respects to the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations. And my special guest today on the show is the one and only Sara of Migration Boutique or Make Good Party. Hello. Sara was born and raised in Victoria, BC, the founder of Migration Boutique and Make Good Party, a passionate supporter of local and direct trade design. She curates handmade goods from BC artisans and global makers alike. Since 2004, she's created spaces that uplift sustainable, ethical production, from boutiques to street parties. With 13 plus shop locations over the years and vibrant events in Victoria and Vancouver Island, Sara's built community through craft, culture, and celebration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show, for making time. I'm so stoked to be at your latest, newest creation of Migration Boutique. Can you let people know where we are right now?
Yeah, so we're at 1322 Government Street, just like close to the corner of Johnson and Government. And we've been here for about 2 months. We just opened about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Very happy to be here.
Does this make it number 14?
I think it's number 13 or 14. I'd have to look back. But yeah, we've had multiple stores around Victoria. We used to be down the street about 2 years ago, and then we just moved here about 2 months ago. So yeah.
How did this all start for you, the inception and the idea to create a boutique that especially focused on direct trade and ethical, sustainable sourcing?
That's a long story.
Yeah, we're here for an hour.
Yeah, I have a long story. So I've been doing this 21 years. Originally, I started, I'm a big traveler, so I love traveling. It's probably my biggest passion, one of my biggest passions, apart from music and arts, obviously. I started going to Thailand in 1998, if you can believe it, and started just finding amazing artists there and makers who are from Bangkok, super cool up-and-coming makers. Yeah. And started working with them and designing items, making sure that everything was direct fair trade, that they're getting paid for what they're doing. That was really important to me. And then I started bringing that back here and doing events and pop-ups and festivals, that kind of thing. And then I decided to do a pop-up at the Bay Center Mall, which is just down the road here. We were the first people to do a pop-up, I guess, in Victoria.
Yeah.
And we started that probably about 16 years ago. And then it just kind of evolved from there. We did multiple pop-ups and then multiple stores in Victoria, had a store in Vancouver on Main Street, and then the pandemic havoc. So that's another story too. But yeah, it's kind of a long history.
It's a long history,
Yeah.
and probably so many learnings and things along the way.
100%.
What we've talked about in the past, which I think is so dope, is you were doing the pop-up concept before it was even a thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was a pop-up until someone was like, "You guys are so cool. You're you're like a pop-up." And I was like, "Oh, what's a pop-up?" Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, they're doing this in London and New York and Toronto. They just pop up in a location for 2 months or a month or a few weeks." So yeah, we are kind of an OG for sure in Victoria, possibly Canada. Yeah. One of the first pop-ups for sure.
If you didn't see the concept from before, how did this idea? How did you come up with it?
It's kind of just a fluke. I actually was just looking for a place to showcase. So I started off designing and importing. So I had my own brand, which was called Lotus at the time. And so I was approaching different mall locations just for a Christmas pop-up. Hey, I want to sell my stuff for a month. So we started doing it at the Bay Center, and then people loved it, and we got a lot of media attention. And then the mall was always "You should come back," and I was like, "I don't know." We were kind of the first to do I guess a maker's market, a craft show in a mall, if that makes sense. So I curated all my favorite brands and all my favorite artists and makers that I'd met at different festivals or different shows and brought them together. And yeah, the people loved it. So we just kept coming back every year for a few years, and then finally it was okay, people want this. So then I became a permanent store.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Amazing. Well, let's walk through the boutique.
Most items, I'd say like 90% of our products are made locally in Victoria, Vancouver. Like we have some from Toronto, Montreal, that kind of thing, but mostly local to BC. But then we also bring in like cool designers, like this is one of our friends from Bangkok. So they do like hand painted, like everything's completely one of a kind, handmade.
This little kitty.
I know.
This looks like the cat that we met earlier today at DJ Leanne's house. Gimme.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally he's a white paw cat. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. So I used to have, before the pandemic, I would say that probably 50% of the store was like stuff that we would design and import.
Okay.
And then the rest was local, but now I focus more on local. So it's a very small amount that's from overseas. But again, same thing, like can't be made by children, you know.
Yes.
All the, yeah, very important to me.
Everything's got to be ethically sourced and done.
These guys are amazing. We've been supporting them for multiple years, so all the funds go straight to them, obviously. Love them. So this one here is Amphora. She's locally from Victoria. All these kind of groovy, fun ones there. We also have Sara Lucky. She's one of my favorites for sure. She's from Hornby.
Oh, wow.
On the island, Hornby Island. I grew up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Well, I mean, I'm from Victoria, but I'd go there like every summer.
I'm like ready to sit.
Okay. We're sitting down.
Yeah, we're sitting down. Yeah, tell me more about this. Your upbringing there. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up there. I should rephrase that. But I'd go there like every summer. We'd camp there. Yeah. It was amazing. And then my mom ended up getting like a property there, and then that was awesome.
How would you say that growing up here in this region and on the island has like inspired the work that you do now and your creativity?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's so beautiful here. Like I love going to getting into nature as much as I can, going to the islands, going to the beaches. It is a very creative space. I will be honest. Yeah. I think I'm more inspired by going overseas. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but that's how I feel. I'm more I love spending time in Asia. I love like going to Europe. I love like going to big cities and creative cities. I love being in Vancouver. I mean, I'm definitely a city person, I would say, but 100% being on the island is very important to me. Like I need to have my recharge. Yes. For sure. Yeah. Like I can have my like Vancouver city time, but I need my like island time. Need a balance.
That's it. So I want to jump back about something you mentioned, like with design. Like you started out designing your own brand and your own line. Yeah. Did you study design or fashion or anything like that? No, I mean I think I have like I'm a creative. I'll say that I'm a creative person. Like I have my family is an artist background. Like my mother's an artist, and my great grandfather. I think my mother's from New York, so I think. Her grandfather like painted in Broadway, like painted like the back scenes or something. So I do think I do have like a creative side, but that's not true. I lie. I did go to art school. I went to Camosun here. But like more like courses, not like a full degree. But yeah, I mean, I do love, like, it's a passion of mine. I love, like, whenever I go traveling, that's what I do. Like, any city that I ever go to, I'm like, where is the artists? Where's the makers? Like, what's happening here? Where are the parties, too? Where's, like, the music? Yeah, so. Yeah. Speaking of parties, Make Good Party. How did you, it's in your pocket, you got it ready. How did you conceptualize this event? So I guess I've always, as I said to you before, like my nickname is Party Time Patterson. Ayo. PTP for short. I've always been involved in festivals, like even like Migration, my store went to Glastonbury Festival, like we had a booth. What? Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, we had a booth at Glastonbury Festival. That's amazing. That was cool. Yeah. That was amazing. I've always, same thing, like look for art, but always like look for the party kind of thing wherever I travel. And I've been lucky to be to amazing festivals and like shows and DJs and whatever around the world. But the Make Good Party started because of the pandemic. So basically my store was
thriving up until 2020, like March 2020, like thriving business. And then unfortunately the pandemic happened and I was paying like $100,000 in rent down the street here for a location that was actually probably about triple the size of this.
Whoa.
So this is a very small location for me, starting off again.
Yeah.
I was just like, we need to do something to promote like local makers, local DJs and artists. Like I was just, every day I was just like watching my friends like not have work and, you know, really suffering. So I was like, what can we do to support the arts and to support local and to bring awareness to that? So I called up Darren. I was like, I want to do a party. I know it's COVID, but I want to do a party.
Yeah.
So yeah,
an outdoor
but like
social
safe space.
Yeah,
exactly, party. So I had a store at Main and around 21st in Vancouver, and the main, like the, what do you call it, Mount Pleasant Business Association was doing like, I think they were doing some kind of block party. So I was like, let's do this. Let's, you know, come on in, get your DJ friends who are like all amazing DJs. Like I'm so lucky that I have him who has access to all like this Bass Coast DJs and like incredible artists. And let's just do a party on the street and I'll do like the makers and the organizing. You bring in the DJs and we'll have some fun, and it was super fun. So we did that a couple times. And then I was like, no, let's do this.
How has that been since? Like, especially hearing that you had a boutique that was like 3 times the size of this, and you know?
Yeah, it was. I'll be honest. It was a very challenging. Hi, Selena. It was a very challenging time for sure. Like, and it has been. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretty transparent person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to. I mean, my store was down the street, paying $100,000 in rent. I basically, the lease was coming up, and I was just like, okay, nope, that's not going to happen. So I had to close that. And yeah, I was very lucky. I had a home in Vancouver and Strathcona. I lost that. I lost like $200,000. Like, yeah, it was a pretty big challenge. But it's interesting. Like, I don't, like, it's a not-for-profit event. I don't make any money from the Make Good Party, like, at all. It's all, I volunteer or break even, you know. But I love doing it. Like, I keep doing it. I'm kind of crazy. Anything with the arts and trying to bring community and culture to our cities, like, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It is not easy. We should be getting money from our governments. We should be getting help from, like, that should just be a no-brainer. That's another story. It's frustrating, but I'm kind of crazy. I'm very persistent, and I'm gonna keep pushing through.
Where does that resilience come from for you?
I don't know. I just think it's so important. Like, we need that. Like, you know, like as you know, like, you've traveled the world and you see these events happening in London or New York or in Bangkok or wherever you are, and it's just so natural. And in BC, it's not. Like, it's an anomaly, wouldn't you say? Like, it's not something that's like, I don't know. Our government doesn't put as much, not to get political, but I don't think our government puts as much meaning and importance in arts and culture that other cities around the world do.
What do you think you have learned about being an entrepreneur that you feel like if anyone is going to start and create something on their own, they should know?
I don't know. I mean, I think that you just have to, like, I use my intuition a lot. I don't know if that's the right answer, but
no, that's your answer.
That's how I do business and in life. I just go with my gut and I do what feels right and I follow that. I think that's important. You just have to have, like, you have to be passionate about what you do. You have to have the confidence to just go for it and have the drive, I would say. I think, like, we're kind of in a culture where it's like we're told to do the 9 to 5 and have to be a certain way, and you kind of have to go, to be an entrepreneur, you have to go outside of that. I work 60-hour weeks. Like, it's my everything. It's my partner. It's my child. And that's why the pandemic was very hard for me, because it was everything. Like, this was kind of me. It was my baby. So yeah, I would just say, like, follow your passion and use your intuition, and I don't know, just go for it. I mean, just trust that it's going to work out.
I do want to get into some rapid fire fun questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah. And they don't have to be super rapid.
Okay.
But it's fun.
Okay.
Morning ritual you can't live without.
I, like, hate mornings. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I think if I was to be a healthy morning person,
Yeah.
I would definitely like meditate 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I meditate every morning. There you go.
Yeah.
I do. I meditate in the shower.
There you go.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for actually.
Yes.
Because I didn't think I was a morning person. Yes, I meditate. There we go.
A smell that instantly makes you feel at home.
I'm just going to say lavender. I don't know where that came from. That just came to me.
Yep.
Maybe 'cause
from
it's
your
just like-
memory.
yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm
Okay.
going to go with the lavender.
Song that makes you drop everything and dance.
I don't know. I like so many. I mean, anything hip hop. I'm a 90s hip hop fan.
Yes.
Like anything. Like Tribe Called Quest, like The Roots. I just saw The Far Side.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, anything. Yeah, Wu-Tang. Like anything. Anything from the 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
The golden era
Yeah,
of
that's my
hip-hop.
jam.
A maker or artist you'd love to collaborate with someday?
I think for me, I'm actually trying to make a big effort to bring more Indigenous artists into migration. We have had a lot of collaboration with Indigenous artists, but to me, that's like very passionate and very important to me.
Yes.
Is like, yeah. So I don't have one in particular, but
More.
that's a passion for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's one thing in your bag at all times?
Lipstick. Red lipstick.
You know what's so funny is literally DJ Leanne said the same
Really?
thing. She's like something that she keeps in her DJ gear bag that is not
ridiculous.
gear. And she said lipstick. Y'all
Yeah.
could be the lipstick
I know. I feel like I definitely
ladies.
need to meet her now. That
Yes.
was like, yeah.
Seriously,
Hilarious.
same vibes.
Yeah.
A piece of advice you come back to again and again for yourself.
It just came to me. Don't take things personally. I don't know.
Yep.
It just came to me.
Yep.
We're going with it, right? Like,
Yes.
Whatever.
If
okay.
you could throw a make good party anywhere in the world,
Oh.
where would it be?
I love Lisbon. I love Bangkok.
Oh.
I love. I mean, I love Bangkok. It's like my home, but yeah, Lisbon's fun. Say Lisbon.
Okay. I have yet to go.
Yeah.
I love Portuguese food, though.
Yeah. I love Portugal.
I feel most inspired when I'm surrounded by.
Friends, community,
If I weren't doing this, I'd probably be.
a graphic designer or artist,
Oh, okay.
interior designer. Interior designer.
One local maker who constantly blows my mind is.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do a shout out to Hollyhock. She's been with us since day one. She's a leather artist and does like screen printing on the leather and jewelry, and I've had her in my store for 16 years from day one.
One thing I wish more people knew about handmade goods is.
That it's a passion project for them, that they work their butts, they don't make a lot of money off of this, that it's like they're giving their all, or, you know, it's a lot of respect for artists. They don't make any money. Most people don't make any money. Like, they do this from their heart, from their passion. So, yeah. Yeah.
So support.
Yeah.
Okay. The last live set or DJ that gave me goosebumps was.
That's a good one. I think I'm going to be a little bit biased here.
Yeah.
And I keep talking about the Darren Woodhead. He has curated an incredible, like every Make Good party is like bumping. Like every DJ that plays at the Make Good party.
He's tapped in. He knows what's
It's
up.
insane. Like all the DJs that play the Make Good party, there's not one that I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like they're all like, everybody's dancing, everybody's grooving, everyone's like, I mean, all of them. I don't know. Like, you know, we've had so many incredible DJs that have played, like J.K. Gaultier and Hubs, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout outs to Hubs.
yeah, like Hubs is insane.
Yeah.
He always makes me dance. They all do. So I don't know. I just feel like I have to do a shout out to all those guys, and I'm very grateful for all the DJs who play the Make Good party. Like, incredibly grateful for them.
Yes. My ultimate comfort food is.
I love anything like, I love Japanese food. I love Thai food.
Oh.
Anything Thai food or Japanese, basically any Asian food, basically. Yeah.
Do you have a
Thai.
go-to dish with the Thai food?
I mean, I love Somtam. I love like lab.
What's somtam?
Well, Somtam is like the papaya salad. Anything that's street food, like any Thai street food, or like lab. I don't know if anybody eats meat, but it's like ground pork that's with like lime and fish sauce and like, lemongrass and all the things. Like, yeah, Thai food is insane.
Is that like a lettuce wrap, sorry? What was the...
So no, lab is like you get like sticky rice.
Yes.
And then you get like this, I don't know, it's like ground meat with all these spices and tasty flavors. And then you dip the little sticky rice in it.
Oh,
and
yum.
you eat the sticky rice.
That's like not a dish that I see offered at Thai restaurants.
No, yeah, you wouldn't. Well, some places, but it's not the same. You have to have it in Thailand. Like it's hard to get. Yeah.
Thailand and Vietnam are the two places
Vietnamese
in Southeast
food.
Asia that I really want to go to next to eat.
I want to know about we're talking about this, but I want to know about Filipino food too.
Oh yeah. Well, Filipino food, there's a lot of fried.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of Filipino food, but like, yeah.
A lot of fried, but like the one dish that I love that I think is so fresh, and I actually recently developed like a love for it. I don't think I really had it before, but it is a lumpia, but it's a fresh lumpia. So it's a spring roll, but not fried. So the crepe is actually like a fresh crepe. I
want that.
And then they put lettuce, julienne carrots, and radish. And then I forgot the name of it, but it is essentially, in English, it translates to the heart of palm.
Oh my
God. Like it's the part of the coconut where you have the coconut, palms, right? Yeah. And then you have the center part that connects to the bark.
Yes.
It's in the middle. That part is actually quite meaty, and it's used a lot by Filipinos for cooking and for food, and like in vegetarian restaurants, they'll use that as like a meat replacement.
That's
So
amazing,
they chop that up, they add that, and it's dipped in like a sweet peanut sauce. It's really good. I can't believe I never really fully... I mean, I've had it before, but I think I needed to have it in the Philippines.
Yeah, you have to have it. Like you got to be on the street having that, right? Is it a street food?
No. I don't know actually, because I had it at my auntie's house.
Is your family still there?
Yeah, I have tons of relatives. But this was a really special moment of eating this food and discovering it, because we had like a circular table. We were having breakfast, and then like we have a lazy Susan in the middle with all the dishes. And it came to that dish specifically. I tried it for the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah. And each family member were like, yeah, don't you know the coconut tree is the tree of life for us?
I love that.
Because they literally use every part of the tree for everything. Yes. And then like one by one, going around in the circle, each family member named like what the coconut tree is used for.
No, it's incredible.
And it was amazing. I was like, my heart was so warm, and I love that it happened in this like circular motion of like, this is our tree of life.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
That's cool. Amazing.
Food is love when it's...
well, I like the community food that you were talking about. Like, I love the lazy Susan that you're talking about, where it's a community and you're all doing it together and you're taking time with the food and you're enjoying everything. And do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I feel like Western culture is just more about like your individual meals, and I'm like,
or in front of the TV.
Yeah, it's about community and about like, how's your day, and communicating and
One place other than Thailand that completely...
We talked a lot about Thailand. I don't know.
That completely changed the way I see the world.
So many places, but I lived in London. That was fun. I lived there in 1999. I'm old.
What were you doing out there?
I was working at one of the big bar restaurants there, and they had like amazing DJs, and we'd party, and it was super fun. And yeah, I think that changed my life, just to see like, to be a part of like the underground, like, music scene and
in '99.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Electronic music scene. I went to Glastonbury in 1999, and that was a pretty big moment for sure. Yeah, and just seeing seeing more culture and seeing like street parties and going to like the Notting Hill Festival and being like, this is like a multicultural event. I mean, there's a lot of white people in Victoria, right? Like it's a very British energy here. So I mean, it's changing.
Which is funny because you were in England.
Yes, I know, right? That is funny.
But there's so much diversity in London.
There's so much diversity, exactly. I think it's more about exactly, like the culture and the community and the diversity and just seeing that there's more out there. But that's a very good point. That's very true.
My suitcase is never without.
I mean, you have to have music. So an iPod back in the day, or even like back in the day, I had my CDs.
Yeah.
I had like a CD case. And you put
a travel CD
Yeah, it was
case.
like huge. You'd bring it out. And people were like, "Whoa, that's a good CD."
And did you have like a CD Walkman for your travels? Or
yeah, we had like a CD Walkman, maybe a little speaker.
When I was in high school, I had an American Eagle jacket that had a pocket that would fit the CD Walkman. Do you remember that when they were putting pockets?
I do remember that.
That would fit your iPod.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it literally was made to fit whatever was the popular device at the time.
Yeah.
But I fully had a winter coat that like had a little thing that the headphones could go into before Bluetooth, before wireless.
That's amazing. I do remember that. I think that was like a fancy thing.
Yeah, it was a
Like, I feel
fancy
like that
thing.
was a
I was
fancy-
stoked on this jacket. Like fit my Panasonic CD Walkman so well.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
cool.
A hidden gem of a place that you keep going back to is.
I don't know why I keep talking about Thailand. This is getting
But it's
like
a
kind
place
of
in Thailand.
Embarrassing.
No.
I go to an island called Koh Payam. I shouldn't even be like mentioning this island to the world.
Yeah.
It's my sanctuary. It's like off of Burma, like in the south, and it's just like so beautiful and like
Is it a big
paradise.
island?
Very small island.
Okay.
Yeah. It's now getting known since White Lotus. White Lotus has changed a lot of things.
Because
but
it was on the show?
It wasn't, but I think everybody's going to Thailand now because of White Lotus. I didn't realize I loved Thailand so much until this
episode.
I mean, I knew it, but I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's my sanctuary. Yeah, and some places on the island too. I love Tofino. Mm-hmm. Tofino is my happy place.
I haven't been there in years.
Yeah,
I need to
Tofino is
go.
a happy place. There we go. Shout out to the island.
Yes.
Tofino. There we go. Tofino. Final answer.
Travel has taught me.
Oh my gosh, it's taught me everything about life. Like I've learned so much about myself and about, different cultures. Like that's my passion, to learn about cultures and about other ways of being and living, and I love that. That's my passion, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If I could source handmade goods from anywhere next that I haven't been to yet, I'd go to.
Well, I have been to Morocco. I want to go back. I got like a little taste of Morocco. I want to go back.
Tell me about it. Where did you go when
I went
you
to Marrakesh not many years ago, before 2019, with the idea of like purchasing from the artists there. And I did bring some little samples back, but love Morocco. I'd love to go to Turkey. There's a lot of places in the world. I haven't been to Africa. I mean, I've been to Morocco, but I haven't been to many places in Africa. I'd love to check that out.
Yeah. I've heard Kenya is beautiful.
Yeah.
Nigeria is beautiful.
Yeah.
And, the artisans there.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
and the music.
Yes, and the music.
Yeah.
I love the music that you had for the little post that you did on me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which song did I choose again? I forget.
I don't know. I liked it on Spotify. Thought it was so good.
You know what's
I think
funny?
I'd heard it before, but I didn't know who it was.
Was it like a house track?
Nope. It was.
A hip hop track?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it was in Africa. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it was definitely African music. It could have been exactly.
Oh,
a
it might
DJ.
have been like an Afro house track.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've been really
exactly.
into that lately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually like to choose songs that kind of feel like they fit the vibe of whoever it is.
I know, you nailed that.
Yes, I love that. Oh my gosh, Sarah, it's been like an hour. We've had such
I can't
a great
believe it.
chat.
That was so easy.
Yeah.
I was very nervous.
No, you did great.
But it was actually because it's because of you. Because you guys are so awesome. So awesome.
And also you, like your stories, your experience, what you've been
you.
able to create here, the platform that you've been able to make that really just uplift the arts and artists.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're also doing the Lord's work, okay? You really are.
Well, you are too, and that's why I love you guys. And we need to hang out more because I really resonated when I met you. I was like, you're so cool, and I love what you're doing. Anyone who's doing this stuff is amazing because we get it, right? it's not easy, but we got to do it. It's our passion, you know. So
yes,
yeah,
and it's
you're awesome.
making the world a more colorful,
100%.
vibrant,
Yes.
and like enjoyable place to live in. And that's what we're here to
100%.
do. We're here to have fun. We're here to party.
Yeah.
We're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. Ayo! Shout out to everyone who's been tuning in on the stream, everyone who is watching the replay after. Big ups to Solana, our favorite puppy here. And much love and thank you, Sarah.
You're amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. You have been watching Beats, Eats, and More.